Hey, Douglas Bedford here from Curing Broke. So I wanted to make this quick video because I was talking to someone on Twitter. I didn't even know that you could do that, have conversations in Twitter. But anyway, having conversations with someone on Twitter that was talking about they wanted to become an actor, but they've been trying to do it for 4 years, but they haven't started yet. And they keep pushing things further and further out in the future. And what struck me was that, when we put things out further and further into the future, there's no consequence of an action, meaning that you emotionally can't feel like you're going to fail. And when that happens, you just keep losing time. And when you're young, that's totally acceptable, meaning you feel like you have all the time in the world. But as you get older, or as you start to look back in life, you realize you haven't accomplished enough, and that's where regret sets in. And so when I was getting into the back and forth, I didn't really want to dig too deep. I didn't want to dig too deep via text, but I wanted to get to the core of the problem of why putting things off. And not to go too deeply in this person's life, but in generality, right? We're afraid to become the people that we want to become, because if we don't become that person, then who are we? And that loss of identity, people just don't want to face. And so I guess what I'm getting at is, don't get caught up in the identity that you want to become, but get caught up in the type of person you want to be, the values of that person that you want to be. Because in those generalities of wanting to be, kind, wanting to be open, wanting to be, charismatic, those things, that's something that you can accomplish every day, that you could do today, and not needing this huge identity of becoming some great actor or all these things that for some people that are too far out of reach, that you end up being stuck in a holding pattern for 4 years and not living life to your potential. And I guess the challenge is, or my challenge to you is, if you're stuck at not knowing what type of person you want to be, or what identity or job that you want to be, get clear on the values that you want. Who is that person deep down? And how can you be that type of person today on the inside? Not these external things that you can't control, but the internal things that you can control. Because if you get clear on that, then you have control. So without me going on rambling for over 5 minutes, my challenge to you today is, again, if you're stuck on not being sure on the person if you're stuck on not being clear on how to become the person you want to be, then you get clear on the values of that person that you want to be, and try to live as that person every day.